Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Medium post using Google Generative AI. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new title related to a new post in my Google Sheets, then automatically a content should be generated for that post with the help of Google Generative AI, that is Gemini, and also that same post should also be uploaded as a post on my Medium account. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between all these applications, and that we are going to do without the requirement of any coding and programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step that how we can automatically create Medium post with the help of Google Generative AI. So here I'm going to create an automation that as soon as I'm going to add a new title in my Google Sheets along with a date, automatically on that same title, a content will be generated with the help of Google Generative AI on that same title, and then the generated content will be shared as a post on Medium. So here I'm going to automate this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our repetitive tasks by setting up connections between different applications, that too without any coding or programming skills. So with the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to set up a connection between my Google Sheets, Google Generative AI, as well as Medium. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user like me, you can directly click on sign in option. But if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button. So when you will click on this button, you will be able to create your free new account just in 2 minutes. And also when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now because I'm already an existing user, therefore I'm clicking on sign in. This is all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created. And we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows accordingly. Now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, I'm going to provide a name over here. Create Medium post using Google Generative AI. After giving this name, here I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save my workflow. So we have multiple folders over here. I want to save my workflow in this social media automations folder. I have selected that, and now let's click on create. As we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. Now what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts or the building blocks on which the entire automation works. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose here I want that as soon as a new title will be added in my Google Sheets, then a content should be generated on that title with the help of Google Generative AI. So here I'm going to take Google Sheets in my trigger, and the first action step is Google Generative AI. So here we can clearly see that action is following the trigger. Why? Because when the trigger happens, that means when a new title is added in our Google Sheets, then only the content will be generated with the help of Google Generative AI, otherwise not. Now after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us start setting up the connection between our applications and creating this workflow. So for starting the workflow, first of all, we have to go towards our trigger step, and here our trigger application will be Google Sheets. So let's select that. Now here my objective is that whenever a new row will be added in my spreadsheet along with a date and a new title, then immediately the response of this spreadsheet should be captured in Pabbly Connect. For that, here I'm setting up the connection. Now as we have selected the application as Google Sheets, we also have to select the trigger event. So trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to start or trigger. So new or updated spreadsheet row will be our trigger event over here, because we want that as soon as a new row will be added, the response should be immediately captured. How we are going to get that response? With the help of this webhook URL. So let's copy this webhook URL which we have received, and we have to follow the instructions given over here carefully to set up the connection. Okay, so first of all, it is saying that you have to log into your Google Sheets account. I have already done that, so I'm going to go back towards my Google Sheets, and we have to go towards extensions option from the top. Under extensions, here is add-on option. When we are going to click on get add-ons, it is going to take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. Now here we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhook. So let's select that. Pabbly Connect Webbook is basically the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to set up this connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As you can find, I've already installed this add-on, so I'm just going to cross this. And once you will install the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet. Then you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect Webbooks under extensions. As I can find, let's go towards initial setup. And basically, we have to do an initial setup in which we have to enter two details in order to set up the connection. So first of all, we have to enter the webbook URL. Let's paste that, which we have copied from Pabbly Connect, and the next is trigger column. Now, that concept of trigger column says that whenever in our spreadsheet we are going to add a new row up till this particular column, then immediately the entire row will be transferred towards Pabbly Connect. You can see in my spreadsheet I have three columns A, B and C. Column B will be my trigger column over here in my case, because I want that as soon as I'm going to add a new row over here along with a date and a new title, so when the row will be added up till the B column, then immediately the response should be captured. So according to your requirements, you have to select your trigger column that whenever a row will be added up till that column in your spreadsheet, you want to capture the response. This C column is for updating the link which we have posted on Medium, so it is going to be used afterwards. Now here I'm going to enter B as my trigger column, and we will simply click on send test. As we have done that, we can see that the test data is sent successfully towards Pabbly Connect. Let's submit the initial setup. Our setup is configured successfully. Let's cross this. We will move back towards Pabbly Connect, and here is the response. So as soon as we have connected Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, immediately the response is also captured over here. In this response, we have received all the details. So these are all the same details which we have in our spreadsheet as well. So this is the trigger column which we have selected. Column B, the title of the post which we have received, how to master the art of negotiation in business. Here's the spreadsheet name, Medium post. Okay, this is the spreadsheet ID, this is the sheet name, sheet ID, row index. Row index is the row in which the data is added, so this is row 2 in which our data is added currently. Now this is the date. Okay, now after we have received this response, this means that our connection is absolutely successful, and because our objective is that now whenever we are going to add a new row over here up till our trigger column in our spreadsheet, immediately the response should be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect without any manual efforts. For that, once again we have to go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect Webbooks, and we have to click on send on event button. As we have done that, now we have made sure that whenever we are going to add a new row over here, the response will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. Now our objective is that whenever we have received this response from Google Sheets, we want to generate the content on the title which we have received. So in order to generate the content, here I'm going to use Google Generative AI. For that, we have to set up the connection between Google Generative AI and Pabbly Connect. So let's move towards our action step, and here our action application will be Google Generative AI, that is Gemini. Okay, we have selected the application. Now we have to select the action event, and that will be generate content. So Google Generative AI is an amazing content generation artificial intelligence platform with the help of which we can generate unique content, and that too according to our requirements on the basis of same points which we want. Now here we are going to click on connect to set up the connection, and for building this connection, here I'm going to go with add new connection. So here I'm going to create a new connection with my Google Generative AI account, and in order to create this connection we have to provide one API token. But before going forward, if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. Now to get the API token, here the instructions are given. We just have to go towards our Google AI Studio. From there we will find the API key. So you can also go with the hyperlink given over here, but I've already logged into my account, so I'm going to go towards Google AI Studio, and we have to go towards get API key button. Now after coming on API key section, here we have to click on create API key button, and now here we have to search for the project in which we want to create the key. So you can create a new project, or you can also add the key in the existing project. So I'm going to add my key in this existing project, let's say my first project, and after selecting the project, here I'm going to click on create API key in existing project. So the key is ready. We'll simply copy the key, we'll cross this and move back towards Pabbly Connect to paste it over here. Done. Let's click on save, and with this we can see that Google Generative AI account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now after setting up the connection, we will simply generate the content, okay, by entering the text, models and methods. So first of all, I'm going to select the model. So the model over here will be Gemini Pro. So this is the model by using which I want to generate the content. You can select any model from the drop down. Here you have to select the method as well. We have two methods, generate content or count token. So here my method will be generate content. Now we have to enter the text. So here we have to tell Google Generative AI that what we wanted to do for us. I simply want to generate a content for my Medium post, okay, which I want to post on Medium account. Therefore my text over here will be Generate a post content on the title in paragraph without heading. So here I have mentioned the details which I want in the content, and now I will simply enter the title. So here the title is already given in our earlier response on which we want to generate the content. We will simply use that title. So this is my previous response and these are all the details. I will simply select the title and it is mapped. Now mapping is inserting data from previous step. When we map a data by using our previous response, it becomes dynamic, and now with each and every new response it is going to replace automatically. So now whenever we are going to add a new row in our Google Sheets along with a date and a new title, automatically the title in this field is going to replace with that new title. And in this way we will be able to automate the entire process of generating content for all the titles from Google Sheets. Okay, so here we have added the title, and because I have just used a simple text in order to generate the content right now, but you can definitely create your text according to your requirements. You can include all the points which you want in the content and the aspects which you want. We have already selected the model and the method, so let's simply click on save and send test request button, and we can see that here the response is received. In this response, this is the post content which we have received. Mastering the art of negotiation in business empowers individuals to achieve optimal outcomes and foster mutually beneficial agreements. So this is the content which is generated on our title. Now our objective is to use this content as a post on Medium. So for that we have to set up the connection between Medium and Pabbly Connect. So now let's click on add action step button. Here our action application will be Medium, so let's select that. And here we have to select the action event, that will be create post. After selecting that, let's click on connect. And here we have to click on add new connection to build a new connection with Medium account. In case if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. But as we have selected add new connection, to build that connection, we have to provide the token. So from where we are going to find that token? For that, the instructions are provided to us over here. We just have to follow them. So first of all, we have to log into our Medium account. I'm going to take you towards my Medium account and I'm going to tell you exactly what we have to do for getting this token. So this is my Medium account. We have to go towards the profile section on top right corner, and here we will find the option of settings. Under settings, here is the option of security and app. After coming over here, when we'll scroll down, here is the option of integration tokens. And now here we have to create a new token by giving a description. So in the description, you can give any name to your token, or you can give the reason for which you are creating the token. Here I'm going to give the name as, let's say, new posts. Okay, so I'm generating the token for creating new post over here automatically. Therefore, this is my description. And now I'm going to click on get token. So the token is generated. Here we can see that this is our token new post. I will simply copy this, and now we'll close that and move back towards Pabbly Connect. So here we have to paste the token and done. So in this way you have to find your token, and now let's click on save. After doing this, we can see that Medium is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now we have to move forward. To create the post, we have to enter the details. So first of all, let's start with the author. Here the author is already selected. Now we have to give the post title. So on which title you want to create the post. Here I will simply map the title from the Google Sheets. Now the next is content format. So in which format you are creating this post. Here we have two options, HTML or Markdown. So we have generated the content in the simple format, that is in the Markdown format. So here I'm going to select Markdown. But if your content is in HTML format, so you have to select HTML over there. Now the next is post content. So what is the content of your post? We have already generated the content. Let's simply map that and done. The next is the canonical URL, tag and etc. So if you want to enter these details, you can definitely add them, but they are not mandatory, so I'm going to ignore these fields for now. And here you have to select the publish status. So whatever status you have to keep of your post, you can select that. Currently I'm going to keep my post as draft, and I do not want to make it public immediately, so I'm going to keep it draft. Okay, but if you want, you can definitely keep the public option as well. And here I'm going to click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, we have received the response. In the response, this is the data ID. That means the post is created. So I'm going to take you back towards Medium. And yes, here we can see that our post is created. How to master the art of negotiation in business. When I'm going to open this post, we can see that this is the same content which we have generated from Google Generative AI. Now we'll go back, and here I have to perform one more action step, that I want to update the post link which is shared on our Medium account in my Google Sheets. So what I will do, I will simply update the cell value in this column C. So we'll move back, we will click on this add action step button. And once again, our action application will be Google Sheets over here. Now we have to select the action event, that is update cell value, and we'll click on connect. We will go with the existing connection only, as we have already built the connection earlier as well. So let's click on save. And here the connection is successful. So now first of all, we have to select the spreadsheet name. The name of my spreadsheet is Medium Post. I have selected that. Now the sheet name is also selected because we only have one sheet over here. And here we have to select the range. So in the range we have to enter this format: column name plus row index. So for example, if your column name is C and the row in which the data is added is 5, so you have to enter C5 over here. Now I'm going to take you towards my Google Sheets. You can see that the column name is C, but the rows are going to change with each and every new response because we are going to add multiple rows over here. So each time the row is going to change. So we have to keep the column name static, but we have to make the row name dynamic. So for that, what we will do, we will simply enter the column name manually as C, and because row name is to be changed, so here I'm going to use the row index which we have received in our earlier response, and we have mapped that. So when we have mapped this row index, it is going to replace with each and every new response. In this way we have made the range dynamic. Now it is asking us for the value which we want to enter. So here I want to update the value as data URL. That means the URL of the post. I will simply enter that and we'll click on save and send test request button. As we've done that, we have received a response. So let's go and check on Google Sheets whether the data is updated. And yes, here the post link is automatically added. Alright, so this means that our connection is absolutely successful. So now I'm going to test this workflow once again. I will add a new title in a new row in my spreadsheet. And as soon as we will do that, a content will be generated for our title with the help of Google Generative AI. It will be posted on Medium and the link of that post will be immediately added over here in front of the title. So I'm going to add date. Okay, a new title. The future of work, trends shaping the modern workplace. I have given the title and we will wait for a few seconds and automatically the link will be added. And here we can see that instantly within seconds, a post link is added over here. So now I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to open it in a new tab to check. And it has redirected me towards the post of my Medium account. Okay, so now when we are going to go towards Medium, here we can see that the post is automatically created. The future of work, trends shaping the modern workplace. This means that our workflow is running perfectly fine. So let's quickly summarize what we have done over here in the workflow. We have taken simple steps, trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Google Sheets, and in action, we have taken Google Generative AI, Medium and Google Sheets once again. And we have connected all of them in such a way that now whenever a new row will be added related to a new title of post in Google Sheets, automatically on that title, a content will be generated with the help of Google Gemini, and automatically a post will be created with that same content on Medium. After the creation of post, the post link will also be updated in our Google Sheets to create a record. So these are the steps which we have to follow in order to create this automation. You can very easily create this amazing automation step by step without any coding and programming skills. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends, and also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.